the Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast. Let's go. Rikishi Fatu, all y'all ready? We the ones. Keep it locked on the Rikishi Fatu podcast. Off the Top. We gon' talk about everything wrestling, everything hip hop. Keep it locked. It's time to smarten up.
Big Kish, welcome back, Jack. It is so good to see you. How you doing, Big Kish?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to be back, man. I'm happy to... Well, hell, we never really left. You know,
That's right,
we
that's
just
right.
took a little break for a minute.
Of course.
We all need a little break for a minute just to kind of, rewind the mind.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Take care of a few things that need to be taken care of. But hey, we back at it, man.
I like that little stubble you got.
Yeah, I sound kind of a little bit cluttered here. Like, I think it's just beard I got going on, man. I just got lazy at just shaving and stuff. So, but yeah, y'all go ahead. You like it?
Yes, sir. That little 5 o'clock shower was doing good on you.
Did it kind of fit me?
Yes, sir.
Because I never had, I was one of those guys that could never damn grow a beard.
Really?
I could never, out of all my brothers, the whole family, like they grow beards like Yukon Jack, right? Like Bigfoot. But when Kishi tried to grow a beard, man, I can't even grow a beard, man. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's been like I think about a week and a half. I think it's getting there. You know?
Well, it's looking good. You're looking good. It's good to be back.
I feel great.
Yes, sir. As always, a lot's happened since the last time I saw you in the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Of course, one of the best things about this show is we talk about everything, which is fun to me. We get to talk about old school, new school, current, the Bloodline, and everybody knows that this is the one-stop shop. This is the place you come to for the Bloodline information. And with the Bloodline right now, of course, we're going to talk about everything here tonight, but the Bloodline, there's been a lot going on, a lot of changes.
They're back in the news again.
Yes, sir. Always.
My goodness.
Always.
Bloodline, the timeline again.
Yes, sir. Always, 24/7.
I'll be honest, I haven't really watched it.
Right. Well,
You know what
lucky
I mean?
for
I just
you.
been kind of just laying low for a bit.
Yes, sir.
Unless the kids hit me up to watch it, then I'll probably, you know what I mean, if I'm not busy enough to, but yeah.
So I've had some time to sit and watch wrestling and catch up because I've been in kind of out of the loop the last month or so as well. But one of the things I noticed, and I wanted to get your feedback right away, is when Solo Sikoa, when he lost his U.S. title. Everybody wanted to know your thoughts and what you wanted to say about it. So I want to hear right now. First of all,
you know what? Damn if I do, damn if I don't.
But you know what?
You know what I mean?
I wanted to get your thoughts because at the time, Sami Zayn wasn't even in the title picture, and he came out of nowhere and he won. He got the title. So I just wanted to get your thoughts. On first of all, do you think it was too? Yes, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But what were your thoughts? First of all, with Solo losing the U.S. strap to Sami Zayn?
Well, I'm always going to stand on business for my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And this is just me, though. You know what I mean? Like did we really give Solo something? Like, I mean, okay, when he won the strap, okay, what do we do? Well, we just needed what did we do? What did the booking committee do? What did the company do? And so, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I guess at this moment here, ain't the only real thing going on is the bag. You know what I mean? It ain't about the talent anymore, I don't think. If you're trying to question the Samoan dynasty, can they work, blah, 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 well, I think you go ahead and you can answer that yourself. And it ain't nothing that's been given, right? There's a reason why they put a strap on a person, I don't know, maybe the person is just that person, the good for business to carry the belt. I don't know, but that's just me. What do I know?
Mm-hmm. A lot.
You already got my damn blood pressure high already.
You know how we do.
Yeah, boy, you got my blood pressure so high and... Well, man,
I tell you what.
Amongst other things.
Let's bring it back down a little bit.
Godfather, where you at?
So I had a few people hitting me up about the last month or so, asking me, "Where's Jacob Fatu? Where's Jacob?" And I had like some of the boys hitting me up, like, is he doing okay? Where's he at? So first of all, we don't know what's going on. I mean, they could be resting him because he's been on one hell of a run. So first of all,
one quick run.
Yeah.
Right? One quick, like, that was going to be my question, right? Because that's what a lot of people like. They would say, well, what happened to Jacob?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jacob come out, he's steaming. You know, they got everything behind him. They just lighting this kid up on fire. Everything they threw at this kid, he came correct. He stand on business, and all of a sudden, poof, like a Houdini move.
Yes, sir. So the last time we saw Jacob Fatu on TV was SummerSlam. And, of course, his epic cage match with your son, Solo Sikoa. And so he just resurfaced this past SmackDown, and he laid out
Thank God.
Drew McIntyre. But it's funny because I had Swayze hitting me up. I had my homeboy Berto hitting me up like, where's Jacob?
These are all Jacob's real ones.
Yes, sir. Yes,
These
sir.
are all Jacob's real ones back in the day.
Just asking what's going on. And, I thought
when
the
they
same.
used to let a felony get a job. That's great when you got the boss, right? When the boss is your homeboy, man. They don't even check the applications,
Oh, man.
I say, Jacob, you better show up to work and don't touch nothing. Because if it's gone, I know you took it.
Oh, man. I wish I could sit and just tell the Burbank stories with Jacob working in Burbank, man.
We'll wait till Jacob come on the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's when we'll get him there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Tell it like it is.
And you know what? I wanted to tell these people that I think Jacob's doing just fine because, as a matter of fact, he's got a brand new shirt in it's in GameStop.
Yeah.
Or a Hot Topic. I saw a post of somebody taking pictures, and he's got a freaking shirt in GameStop or Hot Topic. I'm not sure what store it is, but damn it, it's out there, which is a good sign. He's doing good. So it was refreshing to see him come back on SmackDown and lay out Drew McIntyre. So first of all, what do you think about that feud right there, Drew McIntyre and Jacob?
Well, hey, let's just hope they do something with it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's no doubt Jacob can work with anybody. Absolutely anybody. If it's done right, again, this kid here has got talent. We all know what type of talent he has, especially his real ones. You would know that because you've been up and down the road with Jacob.
Yes, sir.
You, Jeremy, Shiloh, the whole crew back in the day, Snipes,
Yep.
So you guys really know this kid here as far as the talent that he has in and out the squared circle. And again, I've always said this from the beginning that if you book Jacob with the right people, you're going to get money out this kid here. Because the thing that he does in the ring, man, I still to this day, I still don't think that they have booked him with the right people and light gasoline up behind him to really push this thing to make it work. You know what I mean? It's just been this little tease. We see Jacob's skills. We see his talent. We see his popularity is just catching on fire. But there's still that. There's still not, You know what I mean? Like, you can see the top of the hill, but you ain't got over yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think he on the porch yet. He should be in the house having some sweet tea by now. Come on. That's too much for y'all. Come on.
And in other news, the Usos are officially back together. So they're tag teaming, making the girls screaming all over the place now. So your thoughts on them back together as an official tag team? Because there's been a lot going on between Jimmy, Jay, L.A. Knight, but the core is the two brothers, and they're back together, and I got to say a lot of people are behind it. What do you think about that?
Well, it's a beautiful thing. I think for the fans that are out there, they're very happy to, their history speaks for itself. To be able to come back and to team up again, once again, it's history for a lot of the fans. They still, obviously, we can see as far as, what's happening on TV. Like, I just watched a SmackDown. Man, they went back to their old song, Day One-ish.
Yep.
And the whole crowd is like, so now you got the Day One-ish mixed with the Yeet vibe. Hey, man, I mean, sky's the limit. What you looking at these boys here, the Usos, man, you looking at just a cash cow. Just cash. Cha-ching, 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 from merchandise to everything else. You know what I mean? But and again, these boys, they're no rookies to the game. They've been out there for well over about 17, 16 years, however many plus. I always like to double, triple those years because the beating and the sacrifice, the commitment of them, like even on days, there's no days off. That's damn sure a shoot right there. And when you're popular like that, hey man, you got to. They're gonna have you out there. You're gonna be out there like in demand. We want the Usos here. In demand. We would like to have them at the, I don't know, the BET Awards. In demand. We would like to have them over here, over there, Breakfast Club show, blah, blah, blah. Because you're going to go towards the strong point of these kids here. It's that urban life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I love that. So, staying on business, go on and get the bag.
Yes, sir. And one thing I wanted to talk about too was Roman Reigns returned this Monday night. Every time he returns, numbers go up. So he made his return, and there was just something interesting that I noticed. He embraced Jay, and then they shook hands in the middle of the ring, Jimmy in the background, and Roman whispered words to him, and I just got the feeling that I think Roman could be possibly setting up Jey Uso to be the next tribal chief, my bad. Tribal chief.
Say what you mean, Joe. Is it thief or chief?
It's chief.
I think we already have a tribal chief. Thief. We got both already, right? We already got both. So where is it?
Little tongue twister.
I think it's tribal yeet.
Yes.
Let's just go say tribal yeet.
That's a new one.
Yeah, there it is. Tribal cheeks, tribal chief, tribal yeet.
So, what are your thoughts on your son possibly being set up to be the next tribal chief?
Well, hey, that's gonna be a story to follow very, very close, because there's so many twists and turns. The GOAT is here, the GOAT is out, the GOAT comes back. Yeet teams up with the Uso, Jimmy. Solo's out here forming his thing. Jacob's on a little, just on neutral for a second. Something about ready to blow up. Mm-hmm. Something is about ready to blow up, and it might be Bloodline 2026. You know what I'm saying? Because, you can try all type of different things. I think since the Bloodline broken up, there was factions here, factions there. Paul Heyman jumped there. And you just kind of watch what works, watch what people are just gravitating to. And at the end of the day, you got to look at the revenues of what's happening. You got to look at that from a business standpoint, right? As a promoter, you're looking at, all right, this is what happened when these boys was out, when this faction was out. This is what's happening when we've been pushing these people here. So at the end of the day, if you got to push, enjoy it, because it don't last long. We already seen what happened there to Jacob. We seen what happened to Solo. They got that push, put the belt on, boom, it was quick for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, the wheel turns. The wheel turns. If the finance ain't right, if the revenue ain't right, hey, you best to back your bags and make sure it's not how much you make, it's how much you save.
Damn right. It's all about the coupe. Mm-hmm. So we're going to move on, Big Kish. I wanted to talk to you about John Cena. On a 1 to 10 basis.
Respect.
On a 1 to 10 basis, how would you rate his retirement tour so far?
It's been great. I think so. I mean, damn sure. He came back to work, man. They got him busy. It's like every TV show you see, John Cena's up in there. And I got to give it to him. At his age, as many years he's been doing it, the bumps and just the demanding of being that guy for the business for 20 years, something, or whatever the case it may be, and he's still out there. It's a beautiful thing to be able to have the fans get to, get a last glimpse of Mr. John Cena himself, the icon of the business. In his time, John did a lot. He carried that whole company on his shoulder for a minute, and to be able to, see him doing this last run around for this last tour of his, it's a beautiful thing. And, I just wish him love and respect and success, after the ring. So go out there and enjoy yourself, my man, because you damn sure work for it, and we gonna miss you.
So on a 1 to 10 basis, what do you think?
Absolutely. I want to go 15.
Okay. Because, there was a lot of people saying that they felt that it was curved, if you will, when The Rock came in. They joined forces, and then for whatever reasons, The Rock never came back. So a lot of people felt like his heel turn was just kind of diminished. So then he had to come back to face. So I just wanted to know what your thoughts were. You say it's 15.
Is that the professionals out there?
No, it's
Is
the
that what that-
IWC. It's the IWC, Internet Wrestling Community.
Okay, well, okay. Big shout out to internet wrestling community. Like, everybody has an opinion,
Yes, sir.
all right? And we all need something to talk about. You know, so at the end of the day, hey, it's like this. You know, like there's a thing that's called negotiation. John has been in the business long enough to, if he felt that it wasn't right for him, trust me, he wouldn't have went that route. But let's not make the mistake that he's also a businessman. He gets it. What is good for business? Sometimes we might not see it, and we might not understand because our emotions get too attached to sports entertainment, right? But this is our job. This is what we're supposed to do. We got to keep it at that cliffhanger for you, just to continue to hook you, so you'll be able to what? Tune in next week.
Yes, sir.
Right? And when you tune in, because if we give it all to you right now and then, or what do we got to come back with?
Right.
Because a lot of people never seen that coming. That's why it's so awkward for a lot of people to talk about it, because they felt now their personal emotions, oh, you know, here comes the excuses. Here come the excuses rather than solution. Oh, they didn't do this man right. Oh, they didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do, oh, all of a sudden you like a professional in professional wrestling and booking angles and shows. You know, so at the end of the day, just enjoy, man. You know, sit back for a minute, grab you a little Jameson real quick, you know, fire up a little something, or hit up Godfather and just chill. Chill. And then watch the magic unfold.
So he's had some good matches thus far. One against Logan Paul. You know, he lost to Brock Lesnar. He's got AJ Styles next. So his last match is going to be at Saturday night's main event in December. My question, Big Kish, is this, because the scuttlebutt, the ballyhoo right now is a certain somebody from AEW might be able to come to the WWE for this one last match. Of course, it's just rumors out there. This is not fact. But the rumors, Big Kish, is Edge. What if Edge gets to come back and have that one last match with John Cena? What do you think about that? Do you think that's a suitable last opponent for his last opponent ever in WWE? If Edge was able to be granted to come from AEW to have this one last match with John Cena?
Well, if he's granted, it's got to be a personal thing amongst those two. You know, I mean, that's a big choice. This is my last match that you ever gonna see me, and the person that I pick has to be that. It's got to be a lot more than just a friendship. There has to be other things behind that making a decision. And not only that, it's just how you gonna want to be able to go out. Like, are you able to really take this match because this is it, right? Yep. I'm assuming he's gonna train his ass off just to be able to perform on that last match, and whoever that may be it Edge or AJ or whoever that may be. It's a beautiful thing. For me, I kind of see, if I'm going to pick somebody and I'm going out, like this is it for Kishi. Never have I ever coming back. Man, I would have to go after some of the GOATs. Now, the one thing that people probably never seen and would love to see, they seen it back in the day, but I think at this point, I think the final boss, the final boss in John Cena. Now that right there,
they got history.
I'm saying I can go to sleep then, right? Whether it was a stinkeroo or whatever, at the end of the day, they're gonna say, "Whoa, John Cena's last match was against The Rock." When you say The Rock, oh, there it is. But if it's John Cena had his last match with Edge, does it carry a lot more weight than? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so, but that's just me. Not knocking Edge.
Right.
Hey, Edge is a wonderful guy. He's been family for a minute, but I'm just spitting out business out there. And then is it worth it? Is it worth for WWE to go through all the red tape of trying to get a guy that's under contract with AEW to come back to WWE and give him this spotlight against one of our main guys? As John Cena, does that make sense, or what? So at the end of the day, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Then we ain't booking it.
There it is.
That's it. DJ Quick.
Lastly, Big Kish, I wanted to ask you about. So the big news this week was coming from SmackDown's main event. It was It was a triple threat women's match. It was Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time, and Jade Cargill, one of our favorites here at Off the Top. That's
big
right.
Shout out to Jade.
Man, so there's a lot that kind of went wrong in this match. Jade Cargill, she got busted open really bad. She took a nasty header into the steel steps, courtesy of Nia Jax, busted her open. The gash was crazy. She still finished the match. She went to cover Nia Jax. Nia Jax kicks out. Tiffany Stratton drop kicks Jade Cargill, goes to cover Nia Jax. 1, 2. The referee didn't count to 3. Nia Jax didn't kick out. So it was a major. The fans like to call it botch. I don't really like that word, but
I like to call it shit happens.
Exactly. So,
You
but
know
this
what I
one
mean?
caught a lot. This one caught a lot of attention because, for one, Nia Jax didn't count out, didn't kick out, and the ref did not count to 3. First of all, Big Kish, the referee. How important is the referee's role in a match?
Well, 100%. I mean, the referee is just as important as the wrestlers. But let me kind of back up for a second. You mentioned that Jade got hurt in there, and I've seen a few photos online. Man, that's a pretty big gash.
Yes,
that
it
she
was.
has. You know what I mean? And first, I hope she's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We understand that we get hurt out there, and accidents happen. And if it was I didn't see the spot. All I seen was just the photos. But if it was Nia Jax or Tiffany, I'm sure it wasn't personal.
Right.
It was just a bump, a spot done gone wrong, and unfortunately, she got hurt. And so, understand that things happen in there. And but if it was in the, I don't know, because again, I'm not there. But if in case there was, who knows, drama, like for real, well, hey, we all know who Jade is. We know where she comes from. You know what I mean? And we know Nia Jax, right? We know where she comes from. Now, I don't know Tiffany. I don't know where she comes from, right? But I can almost imagine that if it was something going on between Nia and Jade, that they're going to handle business.
Oh, for sure.
Right? They're going to handle business. But hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully they're able to work things out, or if in case there is. But at the end of the day, Jade, man, that $1 million face she got, man, I hope they got some good, like, eyeliners or stuff like that to be able to just, you know what I mean? Like, maybe get eyelashes a little bit longer just to kind of cover that little gash until they heal up. Or, I don't know, man. Big Keisha. You know what, Jade? I'm just going to blow a kiss to you. Make you feel better. And that's Keisha's kiss patch. Cover that gash up, the kiss patch.
Do you think there should be a consequence for the ref? You said happens, which it does. Does happen. We've seen it throughout the years. It was a pretty big mess up, but like you said, it happens. Do you think there should be a consequence for that
Well,
ref?
she knows her job. She should have just counted. You know what I mean? And then the heat wouldn't really fall on her. It'll fall on, Nia, right? Because Nia was supposed to kick out, right? So, but whatever the finish is, like, if she knew that, that was supposed to, obviously she knew it wasn't the 3 count, and she kind of pulled it back. But, at the end of the day, like, it's the ref's responsibility. It's the wrestler's responsibility. She should have, for me, had I been a ref, I would have called it right down the line.
Yes, sir.
Ding, ding, ding. If you didn't kick out, well, that's how you're going to get beat.
Yes, sir.
15 million people watching you. There it is.
I wanted to end this episode
Smarten up.
with a few, talking about a few referees. My question to you, did you ever work with Joey Morella?
Yes, sir. My man Joey, man.
My favorite ref of all time.
That's old school.
That's my favorite ref of all time.
That's that young Madison Square Garden referee. That's come from the legacy of Gorilla Monsoon.
Which is his son, yeah.
Which is his boy, man.
Yeah.
Joey was a young kid back in the. I knew Joey was making money because back in the day he was driving around in a Corvette and
Really?
Yeah, that's like driving a Tesla nowadays or Rolls Royce, right? I'm like, how y'all ass making that type of money and you a referee? You know,
Any special memories with Joey Morella?
man, he's just a good dude, man. He just every time just very respectful. You know, just after the matches, we in the locker room. It's just that that vibe when you vibe with your boys. You know what I mean? Wasn't never big headed. Wasn't he understood the business for the business. Exactly what that he knew his role. He knew his lane and everything. But Joey was a likable person. Everybody and. When you got the young referee like that, everybody want to teach you, and you know what I'm saying. And he was, and then you're respectful and you're a humble kid. Man, he had no enemies in there. You know what I mean? And love to get out. We'll get out and have a few little cold ones here and there. And he's just a good kid. Very gone too soon. I believe his life ended through a car accident on the highway out there on the East Coast. So, but at the end of the day, man, hey. There's only one Joey Morella.
Yes, sir. In your words, in your opinion, who would you consider the greatest referee of all time?
Oh, Teddy Long.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I got to go with Teddy Long, man.
Oh, okay.
Teddy done did it all.
Did you
see that? I think they had a documentary or something about him, and he told his story when he became. That's what it was. When he became a WWE Hall of Famer, he went up there. This man. Back in the day was taking us way back. Like his story was he came through connections. Then he got an opportunity to help build the ring. Then he had an opportunity to drive the ring, to ride with certain people. Then he got an opportunity to do referee. Teddy done played the game all the way through to become who he is today. The thing that he took away, that I took away from Teddy, is knowledge, right? To know when to pull your trump card, know when to shut your mouth, know when to open your mouth, and know your worth. Know your worth. DTA don't trust anybody, because at the end of the day, you got a bald-head black man running around. I mean, we talking the 70s, right? I mean, we talking the 70s back in the day. And it's like, it was just hard enough being that, right? But when you have talent like Teddy does, and when they throw him, whatever the case may be, you a manager, Teddy knew how to talk. You a referee, Teddy knew how to ref. You doing the ring, Teddy knew how to put up the ring.
Wow.
Teddy was jack of all trades.
Wow.
Jack of all trades. And guess what? At the end of the day, he already knew what the real deal was getting that bag every week.
Yes,
and
sir.
damn it, Teddy, man, keep living on, my man. Keep living on.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, holla, player, holla.
You had to say Teddy Long, otherwise he'd make you go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Yeah. Teddy Long and Mike Chioda.
Okay.
Those are one of my two favorites.
Well, I was going to get to that. So last question, Big Kish. If there was a Mount Rushmore of referees, who's on that Mount Rushmore? We know Teddy Long is probably on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd have to go, let's go Teddy Long. Let's go Mike Chioda. Let's go Joey Morella. Let's go Danny Davis.
What, dangerous Danny Davis. Wow, no Earl Hebner, huh?
Y'all youngsters probably don't even know some of these names because y'all was still running around in diapers and like that, But you go back because now you got a library full of WWE matches out there. Go on and just punch in 1970s and go look back at that. Go look at a lot of that and then come up to the Attitude Era. You're gonna see a lot of Teddy Long stuff. You don't see a lot of Mike Chioda. But if you want to go to WCW, man, go back a little bit. You'll see a lot of that old school stuff out there. Check out Joey Morella. That's way, we talking about early 70s, late 70s right there. And this was just a young kid out there. I think Joey was in the first WrestleMania that was ever put together in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, that's my Mount Rushmore's the referees.
There it is. Big Kish, man, it was good to see you again,
My man.
Yes, sir. Always good to see you, sir.
I love you, man.
Love
Thank you
too.
for coming back through.
Absolutely.
And I want you to take care of yourself too, man.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But it feels great to be out here. I want to send a big shout out to our crew. My man Mike is in the house. Big shout out. My man Frank's in the house. The Drink Master.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Drink Master. Yeah,
Yes,
the Drink
sir.
Master's in the house. And listen, all the fans that are out there, thank you for rocking with us. But hey, we're going to try to do our best and keep coming to you.
Yes, sir. You got any final words, Big Kish?
Hey, it's free to be kind. And also remember, smarten up. Peace.